Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Dina and today I'm here with you for another Sort My Stash 2024 video, and this, my friends, is part 21, and it is also the last part I have containing my ice yarns. As always, we can't really talk yarn without my faithful mug of tea, and today this tea is a Darjeeling tea, so that is a black loose tea from the mountain of the Himalayas. It's quite wonderful and comfy tea, and definitely one I can drink all year round. Yes, but before we're going to go through these yarns, which today is a lot of variegated yarns, and I bought a range of these yarns because I want to compare them with other yarns from the Papatia brand, because I'm quite sure that they are the same yarns, just with different labels and of course different prices. And even I believe that Lion brands in America have some of these yarns as well in their assortment, though I am currently not able to actually check if that is really the case. Because Lion brand is not that accessible for me. But of course, that is always something we could figure out in a future video, should I be so lucky to obtain some Lion brand yarns in similar variations. But yeah, let me turn you guys around so you can get a quick sneak peek before we go through the yarns together. Here they are in all their glory, the last few packs of my ice yarn stash, and you can see we have cakes and variegated yarns. Let's go through them all together. So I hope you enjoyed the sneak peek, and I would say let's get started, because we will have to go through them at one time or another. And the first is the ice yarns Gelato. And I do believe Papatia has a brand that is very similar. They named, I do believe, Sunday. Of course, we're going to check that. But I really love how these orange and, what should we call them, magenta, pink, and browns come together. It's an absolutely gorgeous yarn. Also, this yarn, I believe, is the same as the mandala string. Yes. Mandala string, but regardless, let's go through the yarn specs, and it's a quite okay feeling yarn for all of its glory. It is 100% microfiber yarn, so microfiber acrylic. It's a 100-gram ball, so that is 3.5 ounces to 320 meters. 320 meters is like, what would that be in yards? 350-ish, close yards. And they classify it as a fine weight 2, recommend 3mm knitting needles, a crochet hook. As all ice yarns, they say wash at 30 degrees, so 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not iron, do not bleach, do not tumble dry. Lay flat to dry. Made by Ice Yarns in Turkey, and that's the ones they named a Gelato. This specific colorway is Gelato Fuchsia Copper. And if you want to order it from Ice, it is 75811. And Ice generally has yarns very, very cheap. Here the price, really what you're paying is the shipping, but that are also the real shipping prices, because shipping globally is really expensive. What we have is, we have a lot of yarn companies offering free shipping, but those free shipping are usually covered up because the yarns are more expensive in those stores. So that is how they cover their free shipping. If you purchase for a certain amount, they know that the revenue they make on the yarn that they're selling you guys will help cover that free shipping. I think it's a nice and lovely yarn, this Gelato. Definitely do. And I do have 2 of them, because I also have a rainbow version, which is the 75822. And of course, we are going to have a closer look at that as well, my friends. And I think this is gorgeous. Rainbow is definitely a good name for it, but I could also imagine this being like named Rio or Parrot or something like that, because I really think about the very colorful parrots you can get from the rainforests. Definitely an absolute gorgeous yarn. Yarn specs are the exact same as the other one we just had. And as I said, I do believe that these are the same as the mandala string yarns from Lion Brands, but I'm unable to actually prove it because I do not have them here. But also Papatia has a yarn named Sunday, which I'm also quite sure is the same. And I do have some of those. So what I'm gonna do later on is I am going to make a comparison video for you guys, at least featuring those two yarns. And should I be so lucky to maybe get some Lion Brand strings from the mandala strings, I might even see if I can do a comparison there as well. But it's gorgeous. That's pretty much what's to be said about it, right? Then I have some more, which is the Magic Glitz Silver, and it is 22051. All of these yarns you can still get at ice yarns. They are not from the sales batch. It might have been on sale when I bought them, but they are not their specified sales slots where they do them a little bit extra cheap. They are still, you can still get these unless they're sold out, of course, but generally they restock once in a while on ice yarns. So typing in those numbers that I show you will lead you to the product page on iceyarns.com. And they they ship internationally. And this, my friends, I think is such gorgeous yarn. And they do say silver, yes, and it's a batik. But what I really like is I think about an evening sky or a night sky here, right? That is what I'm thinking. And it's gonna make the most amazing garments or shawls or even blankets, whatever you want to make from it. It's an acrylic yarn. Magic Glitz is the name, and they have multiple different colors as well. The yarn specs here is it's a 100-gram ball. So all of these are 100 grams. And for these 100 grams, you get 360 meters of yarn. So 100 grams, 3.5 ounces to 360 meters. So that is hovering around 390 yards of yarn in this. It's a DK weight. See if I can do like this. It's a nice DK weight yarn. Happy to receive suggestions for wearables if you have any that you think could look gorgeous. They recommend 4 to 4.5 millimeter crochet hooks, knitting needles. It is 95% lurex. Let's try again. It's 95% acrylic and 5% lurex. And the 5% lurex is the shine you see here, the glittering glitz of the yarns. They also have Magic, I do believe it's named Magic Light, which is the same but without all the shiny speckles here. So you get like a non-speckly version, but the same color variations. So the same lovely gradient of colors. It does happen a few times throughout. You can see here and here, it's going light again. It's just such a gorgeous yarn with a very nice color variation to it. Magic Glitz. Also, that's a 4-pack. All of them so far has been 4 packs, which means that ice yarns sell their yarns in packs at a time. And for each yarn, it's specified how many balls is in a pack. So you can't buy them as loose individual skeins. You may be able to, if you buy other brands, that's, you know, like, as I said, most of these yarns with one yarn exception, are having namesakes. I'm quite sure they have Papatia namesakes as a minimum, probably also even other yarns that's getting produced at the same factory, different labels, maybe even different names. And you know, some of those brands, they do sell individual balls, but ice yarns only sell theirs in packs. And the pack sizes depends on the yarn you're buying. It could be 1 pack, which is very seldom. And then you have 2 packs, 3 packs, 4 packs, 6 packs, 8 packs, 10 packs, I think they even have. But they have some packs, and you just have to buy a whole pack. That is kind of their business model, and that's how it is. I have another one, which is, I would call the rainbow version, but it's named Magic Glitz Blue and Green, and it is 22056. And of course I'll take one out because I do believe this is really, I would call it rainbow. If this was me, I would call it rainbow because it has all the colors of the rainbow, as you can see. We are in yellows and in oranges and in pinks and purples and blues. You know, the only one I'm kind of missing is the red. And yet it's quite sufficient without. I think it's a gorgeous yarn again. The same yarn specs as the one we had just before. A very glittery, yarny version here. Magic Glitz. Here you have a yarn specs a little bit up closer, so you can see. Maybe it might be too blurry, but Magic Glitz is this yarn from Ice. It's funny that they don't on these individual balls write the numbers up. They used to do that at some stage, but apparently they don't on all of them. But Magic Glitz, maybe it's because they know it's Magic Glitz. And if you type in Ice Yarn search bar, and if you write Magic Glitz, you also come straight to the page of these, where you can see all the colors that they currently have available for a purchase. And for those, yes, I do believe Papatia has a similar yarn brand. So again, as I said, all of these yarns where I believe there are counterparts, so same yarn, different labels, I will make comparison videos for you guys in the future on those yarns. Then I have some Cakes DK, and for those with a really good eye will spot instantly that these cakes are very similar to Lion Brand's Mandala yarns. And they're also very similar to Papatia's cakes. They also have some cakes. This is a gray, dark gray, blue and teal cake colored version. I like these colors. It's 100% acrylic yarn. In fact, it's 100% premium acrylic yarn. It's wonderful for, if you do color controlling, you can easily split these colors up because the gradient of changing colors is very clear in these yarns. At least that is my impression by looking. As I said, 100% premium acrylic. It's named Cakes DK on Ice Yarns. And for this one specific, it is 61184. Cakes DK, 100% premium acrylic, 150 grams. 150 grams is like 3.5, 4.5, 5.3-ish ounces to 540 meters of yarn. 540 meters of yarn is like 600 yards, give or take. They recommend a 4mm knitting needles, lightweight 3, so it's obviously a DK yarn, which also is indicated nicely in the name, a DK, Cakes DK. Wash at 30 degrees, lay flat to dry, blah, 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 blah. Yes, here we have it in all its glory. And I have one more, and these are sold in 2 packs. So if you get these from Ice Yarn, you are you're obligated to buy at least 2 at a time. So you can buy 2, 4, 6, etc. in your order. And we also have this gorgeous one, which is also the Cakes DK, so the same yarn specs as before. It is just in blues and teals and whites rather than grays. Nice. And I even think that they could probably go a little bit together, some of these colors, if you wanted it to, or need to have it to. And the very last I have this time around, which means this, my friends, is actually probably going to be my shortest Sort My Stash video to date, but that's okay. I'm fine with it. It's because that is concluding towards the end of all my Ice yarns, is that I have the rainbow yarns. I have 2 packs of these. 2 packs. I got them because I think the colors here are awesome. It is so lovely natural colors, and I really like greens when it's sorted with these natural colors. It's just such a gorgeous yarn. I don't really have much more to say about that. It's kind of rolled up in a sort of a pull skein. And as you can see, they are greens, goldens, and browns. I think it's so gorgeous. And it's named Rainbow. They do have a few different colors of them on the website. If you want this one, you're going to find 62903. When you do enter them and you get this one, you can also see all other colors of this rainbow family. I think they are so gorgeous, these colors. Really, really like them. Same washing instructions as all other ice yarns, which means do not tumble dry, do not bleach, do not iron, do not bleach. I think I said that. Wash at 30 degrees, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. This, let's talk about it, is 100% premium acrylic. What yarns I think about when I see this is Hobbies, Carnival yarn, and World of Yarns, Marinola. They can also be bought at the Hobby website. I might even think a bit about, I think it's named Landscapes or something like that. It's an American yarn. But generally, it has this sort of shine to it. As you can see, it has a little bit of a shine to it. Lovely natural colors. I bought it to make a sweater for myself. I haven't decided on a pattern yet. If you have any good suggestions for crocheted sweaters that could work up really nicely in this yarn, please hit me up in the description box down below, or not description box, in comments down below. I would absolutely love to hear your opinion. I'd also love to hear your opinion if you think these are indeed the same yarns as the Lion brands or as the Papatillas. But as I said, you will definitely also get a comparison video later on all of the yarns individually. So this 100% acrylic yarn is 100 grams, so 3.5 ounces to 240 meters. 240 meters, again, that is roughly 260-ish, 65-ish yards. 3 weight, it's roving style, and you can easily see that when you really look at this yarn. You can see how it's a roving styled yarn. Yeah, it's not plied in the same way as you normally would expect yarns to be plied together. Looking forward to work with this yarn. It is, in my optics, a very gorgeous yarn. Could definitely be used for so many things. Yeah, and yarn spec wise, I would say that, you know, weight wise, yarn contents, etc., they are very close to the Hobby Carnival yarns, so that could even be produced at the same factory. But I don't have specific colors to actually prove if that is the case. Also, these are wrapped up slightly ever so different, so maybe they just have been inspired by one another. But this is the rainbow from Rainbow Yarns from Ice. I hope you enjoyed my last few different ice yarns together with me, and I'm going to say thank you for following me. Thank you for watching this video in full. If you haven't done yet, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification so you get notified whenever I do post new videos, because upcoming we do have a little bit more Sort My Stash, but we are slowly coming to an end of this series. What we do still have is I do have some yarns that I bought at the Facebook Marketplace that we are going to go through. And I might have a few other yarns which I've simply just forgotten about, not intentionally, but that I still like to show you. So stay tuned if you still like to talk about yarn and follow my projects. And yeah, tutorials and so on is also to come on this channel. So take care and happy crafting until I see you again. Bye.